Hey, greetings, fellow Game Changer. It's Rich, aka Game Changer Alpha, coming at you. Now, we'll be playing around with this here. I will be doing yet another video. I want to do part 2 on the Forger, but I've just been kicking this idea around here. This is just some ideas to look at in a framework that needs to be developed. But with the big game, because you can't say Super Bowl or Nintendo, NFL probably claim the copyrights in here. Anyhow, the big game, football, the final game of the NFL season's coming up here. And that's where we are currently, so we have it coming up. So I want to get something else here, looking at a basic concept of trying to take this game chess here. See here, chess. And doing stuff with it so that you can play it with a chess set. I mean, American football with a chess set. So you just follow the basic rules here and try to capture the essence of it. Maybe other people have done it before, but I'm really trying to go for the idea of getting the quarterback or one of the pieces into the end zone back here. See, back here off the side. So we'd have it here. Then you have men, the pieces that could represent different positions on the field, and they do stuff here. But I would just want to capture the essence of scoring a touchdown and other things like passing and that, maybe punting. But let's take a basic scaled down version. Let's say we're going to have the kickoff here. Okay, and we might scale this down to play testing to reduce the number of pieces, but we'll just play with a standard chess set as a starting point here. And we have it move the same way as that pawn's moving forward. You could have castling, etc. But here the goal is different. Here is to be the first player to get their king off the board. They said white's trying to head this way, the black side's trying to head this way here. And we're going to explain a few things we can do in the game to make it more look like American football, for example. Ooh, that's fun. Go ahead and put it right there. Like American football. In that, you don't have two quarterbacks on the field sometime. We'll keep the pieces the same, but let's say we have the start of a football game here. Because in a game, this is probably going to take a while. The first player to get their player while they're on offense, and this is another thing we're having here. First player to get their quarterback off the end zone wins the game. So you're going to be marching down the field here, all the way down, and that's it, going off this way. Yes, the field is about 80 yards long, 8 spaces. You can make the board bigger if you want, make it wider, but we're just playing a standard chess set because it's tough to find anything else here. So we're going to be opening up the same thing. Players move, capturing the same way. That can consider tackle to clear up the stuff here. Then the object is to keep advancing here. And we're going to have several things that we're going to add in the game here. One thing that when the quarterback, starting with one player, let's say it starts off at white. They start off with offense first. This is the kickoff. They have the ball. The king is not a quarterback when on defense. He's just a defender. So what we're doing here is we're playing, and eventually you get to a place till the king is captured. At that point, let's say the king made it all the way down here. At that point, the change of possession happens. You would set the pieces up like this. Let's say, for example, black stopped the king there. Now black goes here, and then we'd have white would end up being here like that. And then you would do an entrenched thing. You could also, in the setup way, I'm going to recommend you could drop the players back some yardage to give yourself more room. The pawns would be here, and the object is to go do what you're going to do. I represent the kickoff and can do it that way. And then they would go across, and then you move back and forth and have a struggle that way. So you can also do simultaneously, because you're setting up plays. This would be something else about formation, that you could put a screen up. You see here between the two pieces, you can put a screen up, and then players would set up their pieces simultaneously, calling a play. But anyhow, let's add one more feature or two more here. As I said, that's what we have here. Another thing is passing. What you can do here, so long as the quarterback is at the starting line, he can pass the ball forward. The way the quarterback passes the ball forward is that, let me give you an idea. Let's say we have it this way. Open it up that way. The king, so long as he's able to, see a piece on a line. Let's do it here. Have it here, like that here. Let's have a line. So long as he can, and this is one time forward. So long as he can go look forward, he can then throw the ball. Going to do a pass. This is a forward pass. It's behind the line of scrimmage. This is football. and he swaps position with the player. So that's the one pass he can get to do. If you want to make it more open and more like hockey or something else, or not American football, but that, you could choose to do passing that way. And therefore, the player swaps position with it. And then you can go for something else, a more goal-oriented one. But I'm going for American football here. So you could do that. You could also consider the punt. By the way, here's the one thing we have here. Remember the swap is that you would always have the king is the player that's holding the ball. Okay. You can also consider doing a punt that the king, well, let's say he's going to get capital, can choose the punt. And what he does is that he would go there, and that would be the spot that the other team would have the ball that way. You could also play with a checkmate option where it ends up being a turnover or something else, and the quarterback, the player, can choose to punt the ball. So the quarterback, whoever else, would send the ball down line, and you would pick a player, and that's where the ball would start. And let's say we did here, or whatever else, you would kick it down to that place. The first player in a line, king goes to, and he does it that way. Anyhow, this will be our borderline abstraction of war type thing, because football is kind of like war. So I'm going to add it as one of the videos just to show a player twist here. This needs to be developed. This is just an idea I had. Play around with this more, whatever else, see if there's any thoughts. Maybe it's something on Super Bowl Sunday, the big game you have, something to play, a game before the game, which is what I'm working at. So I have a few other things. So anyhow, okay, that's it. I'm out. I just figured I'd show this here. So anyhow, feel free to post some comments below. Take this concept, run with it. Let me know what's happening here. And all we did was a standard chess set, and I just added one block here to mark what a line of scrimmage is in football. So anyhow, more play testing might indicate that you need a gap between the players, etc. And that's about it. So, okay, I'm out. I just wanted to share this with you. So I do want to thank you for watching. May your die always roll 5. And remember, don't hate the player, change the game. So I'm out. Take care, everybody.